So, what are we talking about today?
So today, let's talk about all of these internet gurus. So, social media, everybody is a guru, everyone's an expert, everyone is, come take my class, $98, but you can get the VIP for $4.98. Everyone is talking about how they're so experienced in their particular field, and now they want to become these teachers and teach the people how to do said thing in whatever industry, because it goes from beauty to real estate to cooking and like everything in between. So how do you feel about these internet gurus?
I think it's a scam. I come from
The whole thing.
The whole thing. I don't believe in the goodness of man. I don't think these people want to share their information. They want you to pay for some shit. They don't want to share. They don't really care about you. I don't think, it's my personal opinion, I think this shit is a scam. I come from the show me state, and I don't believe them.
So here's the deal.
Bullshit.
I think it goes both ways. So like, I feel like there are a lot. We live in an information age, right? And there's no reason why we shouldn't have the ability to find out something about something that we're interested in, because there's so much information out there. And the fact that now like social media has just heightened it that much more. So like everything is at our fingertips. It's a Google search away, a TikTok search away. Like you can pretty much find everything about anything within seconds. So I'm appreciative of these gurus for the sharing of information and the knowledge. The part that I have the problem with is that they have a tendency to and this is the gimmick part. So like they share, but just enough to get you engaged, but not really tell you everything about what the process is about.
Scam life.
And all of the laundry list things of things that you have to do. So they'll tell you like step 1. It might tell you like in the middle, like step 14. But they don't tell you that like it's really like 57 steps before you get to the goal, and all of the things like in between. So like everyone's a guru because, it worked for me, but yeah, you're not. It's like while you're giving out good information, you're also giving out misinformation, because there are like 60 rules before you can attain said thing, and they just don't do that.
The other thing is too, like, and I'm a novice. I'm not saying I'm like well versed in these things.
Okay.
But the little bit of interactions I have is like, I have a short attention span. I think the Google and the microwave babies that we are, like, I need this shit now. And if you tell me you're gonna space it out and talk and sit up on that fucking stage in the couch and kiki with the person, you got a special speaker, and I'm done. I cannot sit through all that shit. Like, they never come and be like, yo, pay $100 and I'm gonna give you the bullet points. You do this, that, and the fourth. They never tell you that. It's a scam, bro.
So that's what I think in lies the problem.
Bullshit.
What's the old saying? Like, anything you want is worth working for. Is that like how the saying goes?
You fix your saying. I don't know what you're talking about, girl.
Anything you want, it doesn't come easy. You have to work for it. So these microwave bullet points that you want, that's not realistic. So these gurus, which I will give them credit to, and I'm using the word guru for lack of a better word.
You wrote it down as Shumru, right?
Guru Shumru is going to be the title of this particular episode.
Guru Shumru, yes.
Because I understand, and I have a different level of patience than you. So I understand that there's levels to this shit, and that you gotta before you can get to B, you gotta go to A first. I get that, but so I don't think that part's a scam. I think you want to just pay the $100 and then poof, you got a whole running business, and now you making $20,000 a month, and you just started yesterday. It's unrealistic. No, so I don't believe that either. However, The problem that I have is that they don't tell you everything. They don't tell you all of this other stuff. Like they might say, yeah, you got to clean your credit up, but they don't tell you the necessary steps to clean your credit. Like they give you just a little bit just to keep you engaged, but then they're not going to give you the whole story, which I can appreciate because everybody's out here trying to make money. So I get it. But just don't tell me that it's so easy, because it's not. It's not easy. It's not easy. There are certain levels to this shit. There's certain criteria you have to have. It's certain, your ducks, like you always talk about, your ducks got to be in order. That has to be in line.
They got to be in a row. It's ducks got to be in a row. It's not ducks got to be in order. I'm just trying to tell you. it's ducks got to be in a row.
So your ducks got to be in a row?
Yes. In a row. Yes.
Like, it's so many different things. Don't interrupt me. You said you don't want me interrupting you. Don't interrupt me.
That was another episode. You can't draw from that. You said that too. You can't. That's two different.
But you saying this now.
Because I don't want you to lead the people.
Whatever. Listen, in any event. I digress. like these people, and it's annoying. It's annoying because like while you have people that actually want to do better and they want to like become entrepreneurs and they want they want to attain passive income and different things and not really have the same mundane 9 to 5 all day, and like maybe they want to tap into their creativity and like and make money off of it. Like it's so many different things that people want to do that they need a little help, they need a little guidance, they need a template, like they need something. So I appreciate them for helping, but it's like they give you just enough, like a snack. They give you a snack, but they don't give you the meal. And I understand you can't give the meal to everybody. I get it. But don't tell me it's so easy. Like maybe for you when you did it in 1983. But in 2022, it's not that easy. It's certain things that put the weed in the bag and get money. It's certain things that have to be in order before you can get to where you get to attain a certain level of success. That's all that I'm saying.
No, and I agree. So basically, okay, so you're saying they give you a little bit. They don't give you enough, right?
Snack.
They give you a snack, and you need.
I need a meal.
You need the filet mignon part. You don't need that. You need to get to the meat of it. Pause. Right. I hear that part, but the thing about it is, if they kept it a buck with you, right? This is where I go. This is where they lying. It's a scam. Okay. They kept it a buck with you. They would say, they look in the camera and be like, "This is hard as hell, and 90% of y'all gonna fail on it." But Thanks. They give you this false hope and be like, "Yo, you can make it. You can make it. Yo."
Well, you can't. You have to be inspirational. You can't just be.
No.
You can't have a platform and then tell people you gonna die. Like you can't do
right,
that.
But you're lying though.
You can't do that because like everyone's gonna die, right?
Everyone is gonna die.
Right, but you can't. You just
no.
Can't.
I meant everyone's gonna die in this group. If it's 900 people in this room, 800 y'all gonna die before you get to that damn promised land. So why you don't say that? Look. Boy, we got a success rate is like 1 out of 10. You ain't gonna make it, bro.
Some of them do. You have to be motivational when you speak. If you have a platform, and especially if you have a lot of people, you're responsible for these people, and you have to be motivational. You have to inspire people. You don't want to like talk about things in a way that makes people like feel bad about themselves. So no, you can't
Why
do that.
can't you?
You can't do that. However, there has to, there's a fine line. There has to be some level of realness where you saying, you know what? Hey, this isn't going to be easy. And some of them do. It's like, if you think that this is going to be an easy transition or, you might as well log off now. Some of them do. They do say that and keep it a buck. But there's a lot of the ones that don't, that want to just give you, oh yeah, for $95 and you can start today. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. And you really taking my $95 because you banking on the fact that I'm probably not going to go through with this. And there's several people that's like me because they have families and jobs and a whole bunch of other responsibilities and that don't allow for you to continue the program with the other 87,000 steps there is before you can get to whatever it is that you're trying to attain. So like those parts that they don't tell you is the part that I have that you're not keeping it a buck.
I'm about to go racist, right? Because I feel like this is an old white man's game, right? Those guru things, they're telling you old white man's tricks. The tricks
Right.
they kept away from us, right?
Correct.
Before, right?
That's why I said we're in the information age.
Right. So they kept that shit away from us, right? So now when they give it to you, right, they not giving it to you the way that it was taught. Because it was taught was you had to be in that circle, right? They invited you to their little private party. You put your little black tie on, your little tux or whatever. You went and they took you in the back room and you had a fucking cup of scotch and she went like this around. You smelled it and shit like that. And then they gave you them jewels. It wasn't this bullshit. Black people get this shit now. It's, oh, come to my festivals. 80 million people. There's vendors outside and they selling merch and t-shirts and boom, boom, pop, pop, pop.
I mean,
and now we getting information in this bullshit. Cause mad people is just spending this money on nothing. And I'm gonna start a new segment on this show. It's called useless information, right? Because when you say things and it draws into my mind a useless information. So a microwave, right? I said before, like microwave babies, right? So a microwave only heats up the molecules of water. That's the reason why you can put a paper bag inside a microwave and it never gets hot, or a paper plate. Anything that's dry will never get hot, right? So that we come from that era, right? I need my shit now. So someone realized, like, if you put these microwaves, that everything else is going to get hot except for the paper, right? So and anything that has molecules of water in it. So I'm bringing it back to the situation. I want all the good information. I don't want the other shit. I want the shit that's going to get hot when the shit starts to, the microwave starts to go. They want to give me the paper, the plastic, the safe shit. I want the real shit, and they don't want to give me that. So that's why I feel like this is bullshit,
Nah,
dog.
they'll give it to you, but you gotta pay the VIP price, which is the $4.99.
Right, and I don't got that kind of money. I'm on a fixed income.
Like they can't just be giving the store away. Like they can't do that
Right,
now.
but that's
like,
what I'm saying.
That's not happening.
Let everybody win. And I think black people, again, I'm going to be a little racist. They be leaving in this, like, this pimp theory, right? Which is like the game is to be sold, not told, right? Them white people was just giving it away. But they was giving it away to each other. They wasn't giving it away us. But when we get it, oh, now it's got to be sold, right?
Unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's because we're not used to having nothing.
Man.
So because we're not used to having nothing, I kind of feel a way about this. So like because
Feel
we're
what
not
way?
because
Speak on to God.
I feel a way in one respect is we're not used to having anything. So then when we have, you gotta hold on to it. That's why we don't like make smart financial decisions and stuff like that, because we just feel like, oh, then you can't take it away. You know, it's slavery.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's slavery mentality. Like, you know, master gonna come. If you know what I'm saying? So like we
do that slave thing again.
No. Master gonna come. No. So like we
Master gonna come.
we have this mentality where we feel like we can't, you know, give everything away. So I understand that part, and that's systematically, like, no one taught us that. I think that's just, it's kind of passed on to generation to generation.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
right, exactly. So, but at the same time, because we live in an information age, which is, you know, pick your poison. You want information or you want microwave. You know what I'm saying? But like I know for a fact, I know so much more now from Instagram in 1 year that I've known the whole time I've been on Instagram, when I decided to change my news feed. So like when I changed my news feed to things that of substance and that's interesting, and like, you know, the direction that I'm trying to go to attain passive income, I've learned a lot. And now to the point where like now the stuff is starting to become redundant, because it must be, you know, if you smoke, there's fire. So everybody can't be saying the same thing. Like, oh, well, a 99 Frenchman can't be wrong, right? So like everybody can't be saying the same thing without there being some truth to it. So that means that if they're telling you all of these steps to like get an LLC and don't even eat your breakfast and get an LLC and all of that stuff, like I get it. And like get a trust and all of that good stuff. Like if everyone's saying the same thing, that's the stuff that white people been doing, and they've been passing it down to generation, and we just wasn't privy to that information. So like I appreciate them now sharing it, but it's like, you want everything.
They
you
not
want me to
selling
give you
that though. They selling the other bullshit that you can get on a daily basis, like because you can go to a bank or financial institution and tell them I want to set up a trust. Like you can do that, but
Yeah,
the
but
other things
you wouldn't have known that
no,
before.
I respect those people who just give away
Right.
the knowledge. Like
Right.
I respect them people. I'm talking
I
about
appreciate them.
the Shumru. We talking about the Shumru. They the ones I don't like. They on some bullshit.
There's
You know
some of
what I'm
them, the Shmurus are out there that's actually doing the same thing too, though. Like
Yeah, scamming,
they
dog.
telling you like, you can fool with my guy, he gonna put you on to the trust. You know what I'm saying? They keeping that dollar within itself and circulating it like that, which I ain't mad at that either. If I know you do taxes, why wouldn't I send all my people to you to get their taxes done?
Of course.
So
of
I
course.
get it. Like
Keep the black dollar circulating. I
get
respect
it.
that.
But like I said, I'm
But
just
not them stupid ass festivals.
I particularly
You like the
festivals.
festival.
I
Oh,
do.
God
I do.
damn,
I do. I
them
feel like
bum-ass festivals,
it's
dog.
a good networking opportunity, and I like the festivals. I do. Like you able to like.
We always want to party.
Shake hands and
We always
want
wanna party.
babies. I think that's important because a lot of times things are built off a relationship. When you have a rapport and you build a relationship with somebody, that'll take you far. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I remember you. We met at the yeah, and what?
I don't
And
know
they
nobody. I
they're
don't
willing
know
to
nobody.
push the pen to get you that loan or whatever it is, or put you into the in contact with the right people. So networking is super important. So I'm not taking that away from none of these festivals. So that's
Festival,
that's
schmestival.
important.
Does it go Guru Shmoo Festival, Schmestival? Same shit, right?
But what I will say is, like, don't tell me that you gonna do these 3 steps and they gonna give you $250,000. No, they're not. That part I don't like. Don't tell me it's so easy. Don't tell me that there's only 3 steps when it's 30. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to get to each step. You know what I'm saying? Like you got mash it like under 2. It's like 2A, 2B, 2C. It's a process. But they don't tell you that part. They just be like, yeah, you're gonna get $250,000 and you could have a house too. Like, no,
So that's a scam.
no,
That's what
the
I'm trying to
guru
tell you.
schmuru
That's a
stuff.
scam.
And like, yeah, I do this, so I know. I've been doing this. I've been in the business for 25 years, and I took L's myself. Like, yeah, but no, that's not how it goes.
Let me,
and that's what I have to.
Let me put something else into the equation. So now the guru schmurus, right, are selling hope, right? Because that's what they want. They're trying to sell faith and they're trying to sell hope. They're not selling results. They're selling the ability, the possibility of doing it. That's what they're doing. They ain't no different from a pastor. They selling you the hope. They not selling you nothing else. And now you might don't want to touch that, but I'm trying to tell you,
Right.
They selling you hope, right? And just tell me you selling me hope, bro. Don't hit me with the bullshit. Tell me you selling me hope. Tell me you selling me a dream. You selling me something that is attainable. But like, come on, you can't tell every kid they could be president. They be lying to the kids. Don't lie to that goddamn kid. You gonna be a construction worker. That's it for you.
Oh shit.
You ain't gonna be no goddamn president. You ain't gonna be no goddamn chief of police. You gonna be the dude that waved the fucking cars by. That's your job.
Well, but you can't sell that.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
So
'cause you're not
again,
you gotta sell motivation.
So they're selling.
You have to be inspiring.
Hope.
You have to be. You have to. You can't just be.
Why am we selling hope when this
have
kid
to
was gonna be he's gonna be a flagger. He's gonna be the flag guy. Why am I selling him hope? You ain't gonna be nothing, Ricky Bobby. Like, what are you saying? Like, so that's why.
No,
don't get me on my shit, cause look, the lawyer is gonna sell you, right, his ability to get you off of this crime. He not saying, yo, it's a done deal.
I mean, you got to look at his stats and see how many
Right.
cases he lost. And
So
how
the
many he
guru
won.
schmuru got a 90% failure rate. He don't tell you that. That's why I don't want to go to these. I don't want to talk to these people. He not telling you that.
Some of them do. Some of them do.
The preacher, we don't know how many people he got into heaven. There's no way of checking that.
That's true.
He can tell you what the fuck he want to tell you. You can't tell me nothing. There's no way to fact check these people. They selling you hope, and I don't respect this shit. And the other thing you said, I had to put a pin in what you said earlier to tell people. We got to teach people, right?
Yes.
We're telling people now. Go on your Instagram and those 3 little dots when you see something crazy come on your shit, press the dots and say not interested. And they're gonna say why. You don't want to see this no more. It makes me
Irrelevant.
upset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And change your algorithm and start getting into the people that's getting a few dollars or changing people or
That's what I do.
relationship things if that's what you want.
Right.
But stop all the ass shaking, man, and all that shit. We don't need that shit. I'm tired of these bitches that they asses out all the time. That's me your whole algorithm. It's all jammed up. They flooding that shit with that shit. Like we gotta feed the people
because
too.
people want to be entertained and they don't want the information they want is how to get to that ass. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
get it,
Like they
man.
not
Fuck all that, man.
giving you the information that you need to like get passive income and get to the bag. Like they don't tell you that.
They don't
part.
tell you that. And the other thing I wanted to put a pin in too was you said ducks in order and I said ducks in a row. Ducks in a row is because if you ever see ducks, they
I
swim
know.
in. I'm telling the people,
They
they
know
swim
too.
in a row. No, you think people don't know that?
Yes, they do. Come on, where you been living?
What about
not
look-
you?
What
But under a
about
rock?
what about look a gift horse in the mouth?
They know that one too.
Oh, all right.
They see the man about a horse.
Okay,
They know that
okay.
one
So
too.
anyway, I'm just talking to my peoples. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of like useless information going on the podcast now because I'm trying to enlighten my people. But change your algorithm. The algorithm is important. Like, don't just let that shit just spew a bunch of bullshit and no guru schmurus because they
Word.
selling hope
Yeah.
and they not
Just keep it
selling no
above
shit.
Guru. Shmuru.
Guru schmuru, man. And I want to do this too. We doing everything on the fly. Like you told me, didn't you tell me about the Beyonce album that everything went into the other one? Mm-hmm. So we should start like doing that too, like saying like, and like make it like a cool little way to like a segue into the next one.
Okay, well, I'm with that. What you want the next one to be?
Y'all wouldn't be choosing wrong. Queens.
I guess the next episode. Say it again.
What?
Queen.
Oh, Queens. Damn, Queens. I forgot. Big Queens. Sheesh.